that vehicular flow will be eased because there will not be any vehicular intersection when the trains are moving. Mr. President, the Honorable Minister will also be speaking with you because there are 2 or 3 others that we're hoping that the federal government will support us with so that we can complete that entire node. At this juncture, Mr. President, let me, if the slides will not fail me, to digitally also unveil and show you the other stations that we have that were completed. I don't know if the screen is ready to show the Oyingbo station. Can I see the Oyingbo station, Mr. President? This is the Oyingbo station.
Thank you, Mr. Governor. This is Oyingbo station.
Thank you very much. That is the iconic Oyingbo station. Next will be the Yaba station. If I can see Yaba station.
This is our station, Yaba station.
This is also Yaba station, which is very iconic. It has an overpass bridge as well. The next will be the Mushin station. My Mushin people understand and appreciate.
Governor Sanwo-Olu, we see you.
Next will be the iconic, well, the Ikeja station. That's where we are now. We don't need to see that. We'll see it, you know. The Agege station. If I can see the Agege station. That is the Agege
appreciate
station.
You, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu.
That is the Agege station. All of our people from the northern part and all my speaker people that are living in Agege, they understand the importance of that station today. Let me see the Iju station. This is the Iju station, Mr. President.
Thank you, Governor Sanwo-Olu.
So you can see, Mr. President, that we're not just talking, we're doing, and all these stations are live, are ready to receive passengers and to receive commuters once the operation starts. Mr. President, thank you very much. And in pursuant of our operational excellence, and we're steadfast committed to enhancing the life of our citizens, the launch of the Red Line commenced with introduction of Talgo train that were procured last year all the way in America. We've also additionally procured 3 sets of GWR rolling stock from the United Kingdom in 2023. And just a few weeks ago, to bolster our capacity and to show the unwavering commitment of our president, I was in China to finalize the procurement of additional 6 rolling stock for the Red Line and the Blue Line. And please give Mr. President a round of applause. He has supported us in achieving the procurement of those rolling stock. Thank you very much, sir. We are indebted to you and we're indeed grateful for your support. At full capacity, the phase 1 of the Red Line will transport 250 passengers daily, and this will grow to a total of 750 passengers when it is fully in operation with all the complementary rolling stock that is required. I stand here with a lot of gratitude for my predecessor, His Excellency Babatunde Raji Fashola, SAN, CON, for starting the construction at that time of the Blue Line, and his worthy successor, His Excellency Mr. Akinwumi Ambode, for his insightful and indelible contribution at pushing that rail construction on the Blue Line. Your service to Lagos will continue to be greatly appreciated. I must also mention the role played by the Central Bank of Nigeria at helping to galvanize local funding through the differentiated cash reserve ratio. The 3 banks supported us extensively on the Red Line: United Bank for Africa, the First Bank PLC, and the Zenith Bank PLC. I think they deserve a round of applause. The Red Line will share tracks with the Nigeria Railway Corporation, NRC, service from Lagos to Ibadan. We therefore want to thank our former President Goodluck Jonathan for signing off the sharing track agreement, and to thank very, very deeply the management and staff of the Nigerian Railway Corporation for supporting us. And to stand here and thank your minister, the Minister of Transportation, distinguished Senator Seidu Alkali, for your support, Mr. Senator, Mr. Honorable Minister, and for giving direction to Nigeria Railway Corporation and to the great speech you have given to us here. That it's only when we work together as national and sub-national that we can realize the conversation of a real Nigerian story which Mr. President is leading. Thank you very much, Mr. Minister. Thank you very much, the NRC and all your staff for collaborating with us. Mr. President, it is not the end of the story, but merely the beginning. As I said earlier, we're on a long and exciting journey. Much has been accomplished, but there is still a lot more that we need to do ahead of us. There are a total of 6 lines that we have on our Lagos rail mass transit system when fully developed. We have already started preliminary works on the next 2 rail projects, the Green Line and the Purple Line. The Green Line is a 71.4 kilometer rail from Marina all the way to the Lekki Free Trade Zone, one of the fastest growing industrial areas of our country, of our continent, that you, Mr. President, also birthed about 22 years ago. And we're happy that we're taking this rail corridor to that place. And also, we'll be setting where the Lagos Lekki Epe International Airport also will be birthing. The Purple Line is a 54.35 kilometer rail from Ojo, close to Alasu, all the way into Mowe, again, inside Ogun State, because we can't go anywhere. We have to continue to develop and push, our conversation into Ogun State. So these 2 rail projects are also at advanced stage, and we're pushing on the conversation. We have additional other ones, the orange and also the yellow lines to contend with. Mr. President, in closing, I would like to once again commend the dedication of everyone involved in bringing this project to life. I want to thank the current Central Bank Governor, Mr. Lrmt Cardoso, for his invaluable support that has rendered Lagos Rail on our infrastructure journey. I want to also thank, all the way from China, the president of CCCC Worldwide, Mr. Liu Win-Won, who I met on my last trip to China, who had given marching orders to CCCC to ensure that all other projects, rail and otherwise, with Lagos State are fast-tracked. I want to thank CCCC for their collaboration, for their engagement with us, and we're indeed happy that we can build, on all of the successes. Mr. Jensen Zen, the current chairman of CCCC in Nigeria, we're proud with our engagement, we're proud with our working relationship. Mr. President, it will remain of me if I do not thank our other arm of government. I want to extend our arm of thanks with the collaborative effort we have with the Lagos State House of Assembly. Today, that house is run by the Speaker himself, Dr. Mudashiru Ajayi Obasa, with 39 others, and they see themselves as a supportive arm of the executive. They continue to work with us, they continue to engage with us, and they continue to ensure that whatever it is that we need to do together on the Lagos journey is realizable. We want to thank you, Mr. Speaker. We also want to thank our judiciary for always ensuring that, we keep to the tenets of separation of power, and our judicial service in Lagos not only is the biggest judicial service as a sub-national, but they continue to render that service selflessly to the people and the citizens of Lagos. To the Lagos State Executive Council, we cannot begin to thank ourselves, but I want to thank my partner, my brother, Mr. Deputy Governor, and the entire EXCO for believing in my leadership, for supporting me at all times, and for ensuring that when some of those my crazy, audacious ideas come on board, they give me the needed tonic and support to make sure it is a reality. Mr. President, I want to thank an agency that you created 20 years ago, Lrmt, starting with His first managing director, Dr. Dayo Meberiola. I don't know if he's in the audience here today, but we cannot thank him enough for birthing the idea with you, for working tirelessly to the growth of Lrmt. And subsequently, engineer Jordan Dabiri as well paid his own part as well to ensure that Lrmt continues to stride and to push ahead. But today, the celebrant of today is no other person than the current managing director of Lrmt, a woman of strong conviction, a real Amazon, engineer Mrs. Abimbola Akinjo, a true Omo Isaleko Ne Adams, somebody that I will say was my faculty mate in University of Lagos. But I've led in the last 5 years this agency called Lrmt to become a world-known agency that other nations are copying what Lrmt is to Lagos. We are replicating the success of Lrmt not only in our country but globally. I want to thank the management and staff under your leadership to say that we're proud with what we're about. But once we've thanked you, you should know that it is more work that has been beckoned on you. And to thank finally our concessionaire that we're working with, Messrs. First Metro and all of their staff. Mr. President, Lagosians cannot thank you enough. Nigeria is on a journey, and you are leading that journey. We're proud to identify with you. We are happy with the strides you are taking. We are happy with how you are leading this country. But for us in Lagos, we believe you. You've done it here before. We can testament to it. We can show. We can demonstrate it. And want to say to you that all of your audacious pronouncement, all of your giant steps that you are taking, God will give you the step and the ability to take it to a final completion. We're happy with you. We pray God to give you good health, long life, to see the successes that we have seen in Lagos, for Nigeria to see those successes. We believe that that will happen in your time. We're indeed happy that you are our president at this very time. And God Almighty will strengthen you. It is therefore my honor, if the gentlemen of the press will allow, that Mr. President witness the signing of the phase 2 of the red line. It's just a 2-minute ceremony which Messrs. Lagos State, through Lrmt and CCCC will also sign. The phase 2 of it will start from Oyinbo. And like I explained to you, sir, it will take off and it will go and join the red line at the National Arts Theatre. Because there is no rail connection anywhere in the world if it doesn't connect with another rail infrastructure. That is the only way where it becomes integrated and it becomes usable and functional, because commuters can hop in and hop off from a line and be able to change and connect with another rail connector. So if they are ready, it's just 1 or 2 of them, they will sign it before I invite you for your speech, Mr. President.
Indeed, Governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu there, saying so much about the red line and what has been done to ensure that the red line rail mass transit can actually come into fruition, thanking the president for his unflinching support, as well as other partners who worked tirelessly to ensure that the red line rail mass transit is actualized. Now the president will witness the signing of the contract for the second phase of the red line rail mass transit. It is going to be between Lrmt, the CCACC, and of course Lagos State government. Suffice it to say also that 5 months down the line, the first phase of the second line, rail line in Lagos State, which is the red line, is now going to be inaugurated in the next few minutes. Now it spans 27 kilometers and it has about 8 train stations, namely Alagbado, Iju, Agege, Ikeja, Oshodi, Mushin, Yaba, and Oyinbo. Now, the blue line, because we need to set the record straight, the blue line, which is the first rail mass transit that started, commercial transportation services in 2023 is operating on electricity, while the Red Line will be operating and sharing tracks with the Nigerian Railway Corporation standard gauge tracks. The signing has been done, and now that signals the commencement of the second phase of this Red Line rail mass transit. So with this, the second phase, which is spanned from Oyigbo to National Arts Theatre, will commence in earnest. It is a monumental day for Lagos State, and of course, every lovers of good multimodal transportation system. So everybody is happy. Today is the day that the president is actually leaving to testify to the actualization of his dreams, which started in 2002. Mr. President will now come on the podium for his remarks. That's talking about His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, the President, Federal Republic of Nigeria. Everybody is waiting patiently for these official remarks by the President. The President, who saw the need for Lagos to be connected across the rail to ensure that the economy of Lagos improves astronomically, so that the entire country can also take a cue, and together the governors can work together, and the renewed hope agenda of the president can come into fruition. Mr. President will take the podium now.
Please be seated. Thank you very much. The very hard working governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, the chairman of the Governor's Forum, the governor of Ogun, Hope of Imo, the governor of Borno, the governor of Ekiti, the governor of Kogi, Ojojo, and the rest of us, and the deputy governor of Nasarawa. Thank you very much, all of you, giving support to one of real person, a member of your club, a subnational. Clark, the chairman of the Governor's Forum, you may want to extend this corridor to Kwara. The past governor, Akinwumi Ambode, and other members who had been here, I could see your hand. Many of you. To the First Lady of Lagos State, thank you for the support. The Deputy Governor, thank you for the support. Mrs. Deputy Governor, thank you. All of you. It is when the home is at peace and you can think and do the job. The Chief of Staff the Honorable Minister for Transport, the Speaker of Lagos State. I could see you loud. God bless you. Thank you very much. Our leader, our uncle, Prince Oluyole Olushi. Thank you. To the diplomatic members here, and Chief of Staff to the President, former governors Akinwumi Ambode, members of diplomatic corps again, or captain of industry, one of our great leaders, Rasak Akani Okoya, is here present. Thank you for all you are doing for industrialization. All the senior government officials, from the beginning of Lrmt, the transport community, this is the dream realized. Thank you all very much. The members of the media, I could see one of our construction guru of high-tech here present. Thank all of you for the good welcome home for me. Even though it's very short, from this venue I'm on my way to another national assignment. But still, and I enjoy being back. And I am happy I'm back. I'm happy that history of Lagos will remember all of us. I will be kind. I am very, very happy indeed that today is a day to remember, and that infrastructural history of our country, and particularly Lagos, my Lagos, the center of excellence. Today is an evidence that it's good to dream, and it's a serious validation of democracy by the people, for the people. When you put people at the central focus of your vision and planning, you will realize the value of democracy. This is what we are here to do. Because 25 years ago, I was elected to lead Nigeria's most populous state, the smallest in land mass. Those were very different times, when all that existed here was suppressed and aborted potential. From the grim beginning, my team and I toiled day and night to craft and to implement a developmental vision that will transform Lagos into the economic powerhouse of Africa and a respected mega city on the global stage. We are realizing that dream. The distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to declare to you that the momentum of greatness we kick-started a quarter of a century ago has since become an unstoppable force. It's not a crime to dream and dream big. Just stay focused and stay on course. Particularly make development your central focus. One of the ongoing transformations has been the transportation system. Focus on the people. This is one example of an agency out of bureaucracy that works. Well guided, well committed, a well-designed blueprint. It has worked across 4 administrations. It's about the quality of leadership. Lrmt has demonstrated that agency can make to succeed and work for the people if implemented and guided with a vision. And be committed to a larger value. From launching the bus rapid system to the ferry, massive upgrading of road network, Lrmt, thank you very much. Well done. History of Lagos will be written with you in gold. I understand the digital payment system, platform, single one, I can use for ferry service, use for rapid bus, the rail, but not for rice and beans. Today we are gathered for the inauguration of the second of the 6 rail lines planned as part of that launching, that vision then. And I must thank our political leaders here present for believing in us, for lifting our spirit. We said we can do it. You believe in us. We said it will be focused on the people. You believed in us. We say the people's life will end up being better. You believed in us. I could hear a lot of noises right now. I live with it. I asked for this job. I cannot complain. It's all about democracy. But this revolution that is started, these reforms that is ongoing, we're not looking back. Because it's about people. Re-engineering, reconstruction, reaffirmation of our pledge to be loyal to our country. That's one thing I know, definitely, is that there's a very bright light at the end of the tunnel. I agree. Smugglers will fight back. Corruption will fight back. We will fight them to ruin. Corruption will go away. We save the money for you to educate our children, to pay for the healthcare system of our people, to pay for modern transportation system that work for highest number of people, not just few smugglers and bootleggers. The fight is on. We be on it. Must achieve. You know about single individual. It's about the highest grade population in the world. Out of every 5 individual black-colored people is a Nigerian. We cannot afford to relax the budget population. We must plan and prepare for it. We must be committed to great value. And this economy, we will grow it, we will feed ourselves out of the penury, and we'll be happy that we did it. Taking a closer look at working on aviation, what is our problem? If it is corruption, we must exterminate it. No matter how hard it is fighting back, no to corruption. We must adhere to our pledge. Patriotism, perseverance, consistency, and stay focused. The National Transportation Minister is here. It is very critical for your ministry to collaborate further with subnational government. To help build a Nigeria for the greatest number of our people. Nigeria must and will be able to enjoy access to multiple alternative modes of transport, all of which are safe, efficient, and affordable. Let me again here commend the Lagos State government under Mr. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu for the giant strike. It was part of the vision from 20 years ago. I sent them around as their governor and their leader to other countries to look at the system. And they work hard. I am delighted that as we inaugurate the first phase of the Red Line, we cannot afford to rest on our oars. There's much work still to be done at national and subnational levels, and no room for complacency. I very much look forward to the completion of the terminal of the other phases. I could see massive economic opportunity coming out of this. Thank our partners. The hope is here. We have a governor in hope. And I'm standing before you, clinging to that hope, assuring you, I believe, that Nigeria will be out of economic problems. We just need to persevere, work hard, be assured. Allow me to throw a jab here. The labor union should understand that no matter how much we cling to our freedom and rights, to call for strike within 9 months of an administration is unacceptable. If you want to participate in the electoral process, wait on the 2027. If not, maintain peace. You are not the only voice of Nigerians. At this point, it is my singular pleasure to inaugurate the first phase of Lagos Rail Mass Transit Red Line. To the glory of God Almighty and for the benefit of the people. And watch the numbers going up. Today, I'm seriously honored that I am a Lagosian, happy, and the first to be President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria from this day. The promise is not to let you down. We will be at the destination, joy, happiness, and prosperity. God willing. Thank you very much.
Indeed, renewed hope message once again from the President, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, urging Nigerians to have faith in the federal government that Nigeria will surmount the economic challenges. And he has also promised to continue to work arduously to ensure that the present economic challenges will not last. Indeed, the red line, of course, is a testament that the state government can actually dream big and achieve greatness by working together. The red line rail mass transit is a cornerstone in the journey to make Lagos a global model city for urban excellence. Let us also say that the first phase of the red line will span from Alagbado to Oyingbo, while the second phase that has just been signed, the contract of which has been signed, will span from Oyingbo to the National Art Theatre. The third phase, which will be later signed in perhaps few months, will span from National Theatre to Marina. And of course, in the Lagos State Rail Mass Transit Master Plan, there are six rail mass transit designed to ensure that Lagos is connected, by rail. There is, after the blue and the red line, there is the green line, which is a 68-kilometer rail designed to run through Marina to Lekki Free Trade Zone. There is also purple line in the pipeline, which is 60-kilometer rail designed to run from Redemption Camp Mowe to Ojo. There's also the yellow line, a 34-kilometer rail system designed to traverse Ota to the National Theatre. And lastly, the orange line, which is designed to be 48-kilometer line to run through Ikeja to Ikorodu, Agbowa. And the group photographs of all stakeholders at this epoch-making event will climax in the inaugural presidential train ride by the President, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. After this time out, after the group photograph, he will go for presidential train ride, and that will signal the end of this transmission for the official inauguration of the Lagos Mass Rail Transit, the red line. That is the first phase, which is 27 kilometers, spanning from Alagbado to Oyingbo. Indeed, the red line is also expected to run every 15 minutes, according to Lrmt. It's designed to run every 15 minutes and moving thousands of people daily to that level of about 500,000, and it also has the capacity to move almost 1 million, across that stretch from Alagbado through to Iju, Agege, Ikeja, Oshodi, Yaba, and Oyingbo. The blue line, like I said earlier, runs. The blue line runs on electricity. The blue line runs on electricity, electrified track, that's it, while the red line is sharing the standard gauge of the NRC with the federal government interstate train services. That has been a transmission of the inauguration of the Lagos Mass Rail Transit, the red line that is. We want to thank everybody for allowing us into your living room and sharing your time with us. On behalf of the outside broadcast crew, I remain Musa Toliat saying many thanks for watching the live transmission of the first phase of the Lagos Mass Rail Transit, the red line. Enjoy the rest of your day.
There is no joy in seeing the people of this nation shoulder burdens that should have been shared years ago. I wish today's difficulties did not exist, but we must endure if we have to reach the good side of our future. My government is doing all that it can do to ease the load.
Nigerian music has indeed come a long way, thanks to those who weather the storm to create the pathway. Kayode Fashola led one of the most popular music bands of the 70s, Music Makers, playing local sounds with rich tunes. Singer, writer, sculptor and inventor Sir Victor Waifu is famous for many hits. Among this is Guitar Boy, a song where he claimed to have had a personal encounter with a water goddess at the Bar Beach in Lagos.
If you see mommy water, if you see mommy water, never, never you run away. Hey, sing a song of love, sweet melody.
Fela Anikulapo Kuti needs no introduction. Simply put, this multi-instrumentalist, musician and composer is said to be the pioneer of the Afrobeat genre. He was referred to as Africa's most challenging and charismatic music performers.
What do you define? Palava, he could get you. Oh, Palava.
Singer turned evangelist turned politician Christopher Ogenebriore Okotie, popularly known as Chris Okotie, had an impressive time as a recording artist.
I need someone living in my heart. I need someone giving me my love.
While Evie Edna Ogoli's tunes were both exciting and instructive.
Ooh, yeah. I wish you happy birthday. Ooh, yeah. Very, very many happy returns.
Cactv, igniting the apostolic fire.